I have a question. Whose man's is this? Hey everyone, and welcome to Celebrity Style Magazine, the YouTube channel, and the future home of CelebrityStyleMagazine.com. The place of entertainment, current events, and the latest celebrity tea. Whether it's your favorite actor or actress, or your most admired hip hop artist, we will delve into the buffoonery of these here celebrities.
How many of you have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die what you about to go through? Yo, all right. All right. Yo, all right.
Stay. Don't move. Come here. Come. Go to your mom. Go. Just stay there, okay? Come. Come on. Come on, Jalen. Just don't worry about no fucking iPad. Come on, it's an exit this way. It's an exit. We gotta exit. Stay right here. Sit.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you by any chance still are hearing something running in the background, that's my AC running yet again. It's still very much humid up here in good old New York. So, yes, again, my room is very hot, stuffy, had to be comfortable. But moving on, I have to say that I am at a loss for words for my commentary that I'm about to give you on this gentleman that you see here on your screen, or should I say the lack thereof. I'll get into that a little further. For in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, I know this story had had made the headlines, and I just wanted this to, you know, ride out before I give my take on this whole situation. But after 3 or so weeks, I found out that this man is a hot ghetto mess. I explained that to you guys a little further in my commentary. Continuing on, the fool I'm talking about, and of course all of you are pretty much aware, is this guy right here, Bishop. And I have to say, I do cringe when I say that title because he doesn't deserve to have the title bishop at all in his name. That's just my opinion. Bishop Lamar, or should I say Lamor, because I think he changed it. I think they say he changed his name. Well, whatever. Bishop Lamor Miller Whitehead. Now, as I said before, you guys should have heard the deal with this guy already. And, you know, a serious situation to me has become, in my opinion, comic relief. Well, not the robbery, not, you know, his parishioners being robbed. That's pretty much him. I know that sounds harsh, but again, after watching video after video, you know, doing a deep dive on this man, and in particularly one situation that I find very disturbing, you guys will understand why.
I will not lose. Bishop, Apostle, you are not ready.
Now, I know most of you are aware that 3 weeks ago that this man was robbed at his church. Now, I'm gonna read a little short snippet on the events that had taken place. Now, according to ABC7, ABC7NY.com, it says here that on July 24th, 3 men walked into a church and pointed guns at Whitehead and his family. He says the trio made off with hundreds of thousands of dollars. That turned out to be millions, but moving forward, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. Bishop Lamor Whitehead says 3 men waving guns stole hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry from him and his wife. Now let's talk about briefly on this robbery before I move on with my commentary. As you well know, I should have the video. I should have played, or will be playing, the video in its entirety from a very good YouTube channel. I'll get into that a little later. But as far as this robbery is concerned, as I said, when I first got wind of it, well, basically from the news, because that was like one of the headline stories that day when it happened, I did feel some type of empathy, sympathy, whatever the word is you want to use, for this gentleman. Because, how insane is it? You're preaching, mind your own business, your church members are sitting there listening, mind their own business, and lo and behold, 3 men just bust in and rob your church. Again, I said I did feel some type of sympathy, But again, as I watched more videos with this story, because the story did continue on it did, it made me raise questions on this whole robbery itself. Something about it was off. Something about it was really off. Now, let me refer back to him being a hot mess, which unfortunately he turned out to be. Okay, as I said before, as we're all aware, this story went viral. It not only made, the network news, it even made CNN, which I thought it was hilarious. CNN. But due to its virality, this bishop, instead of being humbled and, working with the police to see if they could catch these men, no, this so-called bishop just doesn't know how to shut up. Because ever since then, he's been going on and on and on doing interviews. Now, the two of them being, of course, one with Tasha K and Fat Joe. He did another one. He did was it an Instagram live with two German? I can't remember the names, but that unfortunately has been taken down. But those are the two interviews that I know he's done. Now, before I even continue on with my video, the video clips or some of the videos that you will be seeing during the duration of this will be coming from the official 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭 YouTube channel. And I encourage you guys to subscribe to this man's channel, because to me, he did an excellent job covering this so-called bishop. Well, in his words, he called him Bishop Dickhead, which he definitely deserves. And I may post either 3 or 4 videos that I find very poignant about this gentleman. Okay? Because as I said, when all of this went down, yes, I did. I felt very sorry for him. But after looking into it further, there's nothing about this man to feel sorry about. Now, moving this commentary along, because again, I do like to drag things on. I'm sorry. But let's talk briefly about this so-called robbery that had taken place at his church. And just a quick correction, it wasn't his church. I mean, it's not a church at all. It's apparently someone's event center or event hall, event space, or wherever you want to put it. Again, I will link the whole detail about that in the description below. I'm referring to one of 𝐾𝐨𝐽𝐼's, live streams. But anywho, as far as this robbery is concerned, as I said before, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? The world's coming to, that sort of thing. But after looking at the video, watching the video again in its entirety and really looking at this video, something seemed a bit off. Something seemed way off. Number one, the first thing that really struck people, and myself included, was the gentleman sitting at the far left or his right, his far right. He's sitting there stone-faced, frozen. He looks as if he's chilling. But when I look at it one more time, yes, there is some, to me, some type of fear on this man's face. And there is a reason why I'm sticking by him being fearful. Again, I'm going to refer it to the whole 𝐾𝐨𝐽𝐼's live that he had about a little over 12 days ago, because I don't want to give too much of this away. There was the robbery. Oh, okay. Of him getting on the floor, and only him being robbed. The church was not robbed. Only him, and I said him and his wife. Now, moving along further with this, apparently a lot of other YouTube content creators, a handful, I'm not sure how many people even give a damn about this man, but I did come across, or I did see 2 particular videos. One was a TikTok. I'm gonna try and see if I'm gonna look up on TikTok I can find that video and any other videos. But anywho, he's showing off, he's introducing himself. And one thing I want to point out that everyone else noticed, he mentions himself in the third person. Okay, that's, if I'm saying that right, which is, kind of weird, mentioning stuff in the third person as if we don't know who you are. But he's showing off his gear, his lovely clothing, or should I say his flashy clothing. No, excuse me, his expensive clothes. Don't know what brand that is. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. He was also dubbed the flashy pastor for very good reason. He likes showing off his shit. Pardon my French. The one that killed me, but the one video that killed me, and I think this was on Instagram. I tried looking for it. I'll see if I can find it again, or I'll probably just go here on YouTube and repost it if you guys haven't seen it. Of his prayer closet. Yes, he has a huge, massive prayer closet with all his fine linens and shit. His shoes, suits, you name it. One thing I don't think I saw was a Bible. If you're gonna pray in your prayer closet, you would have a Bible, right? Now, as I said, I did forget to mention that they referenced him or give him the meme of the flashy pastor for good reason, because he likes showing off his things. He has a Rolls Royce and I think a Lamborghini. The Rolls Royce is what he drove, or what he normally drives to his church. They have services there. We're gonna refer to it as a church. Wears expensive clothing. Him and his wife, his daughter. I don't know if he has any other children with her, because apparently, again, according to 𝐾𝐭, because he did. I'll try to find that video and post that in the description. Maybe show a clipping. I don't know, because this guy he's too much. Just too much. He was married before. As I said, 𝐾𝐭 posted a live stream of him, or Instagram live, on him going off on his former wife, saying that she was lying to him about abuse allegations against his children, those kids. Again, moving on. The whole robbery, him being flashy, and then he wants to offer. Oh, and it's before even going to that, they said in the news clip or in the newspaper that it was tens of thousands. No, apparently the ante went up. It wasn't thousands of dollars. His jewelry was worth millions of dollars. Now, one thing before I continue that I want to stress is, after seeing those videos, seeing the videos of 𝐾𝐭 and other YouTube content creators, because as I said, the two main interviews that I know that I'm familiar with is the one he did with Tasha K and the one with Fat Joe. Now, the one thing I would like to stress is, not only does this man talks way too much, he likes to talk, but this man is just itching and scratching for attention.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead, and I'm gonna walk y'all into my prayer closet. This is my prayer closet, and one would think that, wow, look at your closet. Got all my priestly robes and more. Designer coats, you name it. Gucci, Louis, you name it. Fendi, you name it. More coats. And then when you walk into my shoe closet, every designer wear for days.
Basically, folks, in the long run, this supposed robbery, was very much suspect. Everyone, including myself, who commented on this situation, doesn't believe that this was even real to begin with. Everyone's screaming insurance scam. That was the main argument, insurance scam. And how one person, as I said before, how that gentleman was positioned in the video, his body language said everything. I also mentioned that he just kept going on and on, just running his mouth off, seeking anyone who will give him any type of attention, which he has. But, you know, there's nothing in regards to his words, his statements about the safety and well-being of his congregation. The little bits of people that was in there, he wasn't concerned about that. No, he was more concerned about himself. Everything was about him. How he's suffering, his church was suffering. But I don't think this man gives a damn about his church. I really don't. It's more about him, about his things, his possessions, him having to show off everything. His wife is supposedly crying, but apparently I'm hearing otherwise. His daughter. Now, how old did they see that daughter was? 8 months? His daughter can't stop crying, and she doesn't want to wear her earrings anymore. Just to give an example. Nothing about him speaks the man of God. Nothing speaks of him even being a Christian. Nothing about love or empathy for other people besides himself. Narcissistic. That's the word I was feeling for. I won't say, well, yeah, I guess you could say narcissistic. But he was definitely arrogant. Arrogant enough that he was hopping from platform to platform giving interviews. The one that I most noticed, to me was most noticeable to me, was the Fat Joe and Tasha Gate interviews. According to her, the interview was, what, 4 hours, I think? Either 3.5, 4 hours, I don't know, give or take. And she had to chop that sucker down. Just to give an example. But the real example was when Dr. Larry Reid and another fellow minister, Genesis, I think her name is Pastor Genesis Warren, was on Instagram doing a live, and they were pretty much talking about the aesthetics of how his church looked. And yeah, there were some giggles in there. Well, he caught wind of this, and he decided he was going to hop on and give the both of them, it's particularly Larry Reid, a piece of his mind. And when he went off on him, then I knew it was up. The jig was up. It was all over. This man is no pastor. He's no bishop, no man of God. I don't think does he even believe in God? That's the question. The way he went off, I'm not gonna play that video because most of you well know what that was about. We don't need to go into that messiness already. He was just so butthurt that Larry Reid was making fun of him and Miss Warren making fun of him. They were laughing at him. No one was laughing at him. They were laughing at the thumbtacks, or from what what it was revealed to me was bars that was holding up the two, I don't know what you call those posters or whatever, his church background thingy, whatever those were. Okay, he just kept going that they were laughing, and how he respected this man. No, I think this Lamor Whitehead wants to be like Larry. He really does, because later on, when I'm going to post the video in a bit, something about this man's character is very telling. He wants to be in the thick of things. So much in the thick of things. Oh, yes. celebrity recognition. He wants to hobnob with not any celebrity, but he wants to hobnob with hip hop artists. He has this fascination with them. Be where they're at. He wants his name known. Great way to put that out there, isn't it? But no, he wants attention really bad. He wants recognition. But the one thing I did notice about him, as particularly in this live stream, this clip of this live stream I'm going to show you here, this man is hella jealous, hella salty. And I'll just say this: he thinks he is someone of importance, and you will know exactly what I mean when you see this video or this clip of this live stream that 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭 did. You'll see that right here. Check this out.
Forgetting about the violent act from these gunmen going into my church and robbing myself and robbing my wife and putting members at gunpoint. Not only putting members at gunpoint, but putting a gun in my 8-month-old daughter's face. And let me give y'all a synopsis. The reason why I even got on Larry Reid Live, which I regret because now he's trying to build his followers up. Every time he's hashtagging me, it's just terrible. Because he was disrespecting my church, and he was also mimicking and laughing at me getting on the floor, and also laughing at when I stated that my daughter, my 8-month-old daughter, had a gun put in her face. And him and his pastor Genesis were laughing and laughing and laughing. And then that's when I got on their live, and, I became human, and he was just very disrespectful. And that's the only reason why we're even having this conversation. And then every day he comes out with some new alleged. He's talking about the 90,000 that I'm supposed to owe some lady. The lady is not even a member of my ministry. The lady's not even a part of my ministry. Her son was a part of the ministry, but she wasn't a part of the ministry. So all of this, I took 90,000 from an alleged parishioner. She was never, ever a member of my church. Once again, he's emphasizing he's emphasizing that I have taken something from someone that wasn't even a member of my ministry. Okay, now I just posted, because he's always talking about how the FBI was watching me and investigating me because of my money and this, that, and the third, and going on and on and on, and just making it really, really a juicy topic. So I got a text today, and you're going to see it on my story and on my page. And it talks about how Larry Reid called the FBI to give them some information about Lamor Whitehead, right? And he lied. Yes, the post says a Google voice note, because he had the authorities call a phone number, and that was the recording. You know how you call and the Google voice pick up and then it texts it? That's what they said, okay? And I also have the recording. I have the recording that Larry Reid called the authorities on Bishop Whitehead to make false claims against me. And this is how he's bamboozling y'all. I'm just asking this young man to leave me alone. Leave me and my family alone. I don't know you. I don't want to know you, okay? You're not built like that. Just leave me alone. I have more documentation, and you will be hearing from my attorney, Mr. Reid. And this is a public cease and desist, okay? Publicly, you will be served soon. This is a public cease and desist. Leave Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead and his family alone. We don't know you. We don't care anything about what you do. I met you one time, and that was it. Leave me alone. Leave my family alone. And now you're calling the federal authorities to make false accusations against me. So you guys need to question what he does. I have the recordings. I have the recordings. Okay.
Well, we want to hear the recording.
So for you to extend yourself so low to call the authorities and make false claims, brother, please leave me alone. Okay? Empathize with my church and sympathize with my church. All you do is talk about how bad my church is.
Now he talk about how bad you are.
Mr. Larry Reid, you're on. Don't threaten me with a good time, okay? I'm going to wish what? Is that a threat? Is that a threat? Okay. Is that a threat? Okay, he's on here threatening me now. And won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. So
they getting into it online? Is Larry in his chat? Is Larry in his chat, John?
You in my arena. You're popular in your arena. Leave me and my family alone. Simple. Okay? Simple. I'm asking you, if you want to call me, let's have a conversation. You should not be trying to tear me down, right? Let my church and let us get through this traumatizing experience, okay? Let us get through it. Okay, I have documentation. Let us get through it, brother. If you have an art with me, right? Let's talk. Stop trying to tear me down.
Somebody said you're the one that left your family. What? Whoa.
Well, my team probably already screenshotted it. Here we go. That's another threat. He says, you're gonna wish you haven't lied on me. Woo! Another threat. Larry Reid publicly threatens Bishop Whitehead, right?
How is this nigga talking about that's a threat?
That is not a threat, buddy.
I don't know him.
A restraining order.
I met him one time.
See how that works.
Okay? I met him one time at his bishop's house. Okay? One time. I don't know him. Don't want to know him. Leave me alone. That's all I want. Leave me alone.
We all gonna mess
me alone.
Buddy.
Now you can go live on your platform and you can do whatever you want to do. Leave me alone. I did nothing to you. Nothing to you. Right? Nothing to you. So I'm saying this, and this is the last time I'm saying this. Larry Reid, I'm not no punk. You know that. You go ahead over there and do this to them other preachers, all right? Because you ain't built like that, brother. You ain't built like that. Y'all do y'all. Leave me alone. Right? That's why nobody talked about me, because I stayed low. You talked about my church. Let me be in this broken down church that you said. No problem. You talk about how your diamonds is better than mine. If you want to believe that, no problem. No problem. No problem. Just leave me alone. Leave me and my family alone.
I'm sure he
and stop lying.
With his money.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. I have the recording. Stop lying.
Can we hear the recording?
And you just threatened me. You just threatened me. Okay? And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to send that to the good old police. Yep.
That is not a threat, bro.
You
a jailbird. You know what it means.
I feel threatened. Okay? Leave me alone. Okay? Stop trying to make your numbers go up. Now I want everybody to know that Larry Reid is a liar. Okay? Larry Reid is a liar. Larry Reid is a liar. Okay? Okay? And I'm going to post, if I have to, the complete voice recording
Please
of
do.
everything. Okay,
Please do.
complete voice recording of everything. All right.
We want it.
So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. I ain't afraid.
Mm.
And let me tell you something, Larry Reid. I'm right here in New York.
Oh,
If you feel froggy, jump.
but that's a
Period.
threat. Now
Don't
that's a
threaten
threat.
me with a good time. I'm gonna be.
Mm.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh.
But ask these preachers about me.
But
I
you
can
just
preach.
said you not threatened. So that you
And I can
felt
fight.
threatened. So you're
So
gonna call the police.
don't threaten me with a good time.
Now this
All
is a
right,
good
that's
time.
it, y'all. This guy is done. That's it. I'm not talking about him. This is a public cease and desist. Anything else you say, and you already got a lawsuit coming from me anyway. So just be ready to be served. All right, just be ready to be served. So you already got a lawsuit coming. Okay, you have a lawsuit coming, and yes, I have money, so I have good lawyers. All right. And
So
at the end of the day, Larry Reid, it's not my fault that you look the way you look. And since you can't look at yourself in the mirror and smile, don't be mad at me that I smile in the mirror. All right? That's it. And that's all. That's it. And that's all. So God bless y'all. I love you guys with the love of Jesus. Thank you for praying for my church. I just wanted to make sure that y'all know that Larry Reid is a liar. Okay? Oh, I forgot. And all that talk he was talking about, that somebody called him from a network. No, you got in contact with NBC. It's a new series called Conflict coming out. And you was like, oh yeah, I'll be a part of it. And they said, well, we have to see if Bishop Whitehead want to be a part of it. And I said, no, I don't. Go get your own platform. Get out of here with that, man. No. Oh, well, Larry Reid wants to do it with, no, I don't. No, I do not. I told my team, no. You're not going to make what happened to my church a mockery. No, Mr. Reid. Go with your Patreons and your Miami and your California. Go do you. Nobody cares about that. All of the rappers are calling me saying, who is that? I never heard of them. All of the people, real people of the world saying, who is that? I never heard of them to you, Bishop. Well, unhear from them.
Well, that's what we heard about you. Nobody ever heard about
steroids, man. Go sit down somewhere. Okay? I have a wife. Okay? I like women. I don't like men. Okay? I don't know what your preference is. Okay? So leave me alone. Who are you? Period. So he is probably about to go live. I don't care. All I'm asking to do is let everybody know that this is a public announcement. Cease and desist. How does Larry Reid do it? Cease and desist. That's how he do. He getting a and desist.
Oh, you watching then? You
weird, brother. You're weird. He got getting all in the. You're weird, and I ain't scared of you. Okay, these other preachers might be, but I ain't scared of you. All right, now cease and desist. And the lawsuit is coming. You're a liar, and you're calling the authorities lying. Okay, let my church go through what we need to go through. Okay, Mr. Reid and your whole team, your entire team. All right, so I'm gone, y'all. I love y'all with the love of Jesus Christ. And Mr. Larry Reid, you have threatened me. I'm afraid for my life, and I'm going to make sure that I let the authorities see the screenshot that you
that doesn't work when you challenge him to come to where you were at. That debunks that whole theory.
So just know that you will be served with papers.
Larry, I will represent you for free.
Yes.
I want to do a deposition of this clown.
You can't get around it. So just get ready to pay me. Okay?
Just pay your
I'm a
cost.
businessman. I let you talk. That's why you didn't hear that from me. Because I was
can't even work there.
Documenting. How you do it, Larry Reid? Documenting.
He's obsessed with him. He crazy.
Documenting, Mr. Reid.
Larry better go get something on him. He nuts.
And I hope all of the
Gone grease them lips up.
You talk about come together and document.
He is
sue you out of your document. Watch this. watch this lawsuit and watch me win. Okay? Leave me alone. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all. Be blessed. My name is Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead. I'm standing 10 toes down. Thank you for the greatest church on this side of heaven. My leaders of tomorrow.
Never get into a
International
lawsuit because
ministry.
now Larry
Leaders
is
of
subpoena
tomorrow.
everything.
International
Everything
ministry.
about you.
That's right. We are located at 922 Remsen Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. That's right. That's right. That's right. You can download our church app at Leaders of Tomorrow Ministries. Go to your Google Play or your Apple Store. That's right. And we have the big world baptism. August the 13th. If you want to get baptized, come on out. If you want to get baptized, come on out. Come on out and get baptized. We're right there at Coney Island Beach. Look on my page. I'll be posting it, or download the app and you'll be able to see. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all go in peace. Y'all go in power. Lawsuit coming your way, Mr. Reid. We have all the documentation. All I ask you to do is leave me alone. Talk about somebody else. Leave the bishop alone. I don't care if you don't think I should be a bishop. Nobody cares. How you said? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's how you say it? Nobody cares. You're weird. God bless y'all. I'm Bishop Whitehead. I ain't never scared. 10 toes down, y'all. Because Jesus is the reason, y'all. And God will always get the glory. And I want every young person to understand, every single young person to understand that God loves us, okay? You wear what you want to wear. You buy what you want to buy. As long as you love Jesus Christ, you're going to be all right. Period, point, blank. All right, y'all? Live your life. Jesus is dope. The reason why I move like this is because my God name is Jesus, and he just different. And I thank him for saving my life. I thank you for another day on this earth. And I'm not going to let no devil or demon in hell distort or destroy my destiny. Mr. Reid has the spirit of perversion, trying to destroy another black man, to try to destroy a black man from his purpose. From his purpose. Amen. Love you guys with the love of Jesus. Y'all stay focused, stay firm. Mr. Reid, please leave me alone. This is a public announcement. Cease and desist. Keep my name, Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead, and any of my family, my wife, my family, my church, out of your mouth. Cease and desist, which means don't talk about me no more. Anything you say from here on will be used against you in the civil court of law.
You know that.
God bless you. Oh yeah, the 150,000, that's what I'm talking about. If you go on my page, you'll see that it's lies, garbage, and trash. And they spoke to the people, and they spoke to the feds, the authorities that he called, spoke to the actual people, that he said was claiming that I stole from them, right? And they said it never happened. Okay? Y'all keep listening to Mr. Reid. He is a liar. He's a liar. Just people be afraid of him to pull up certain things. Yo, he's a liar. So cease and desist, Mr. Reid. Do not say nothing about Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead no more, and you will be served. You'll be getting something in the mail. The server's gonna come say, "Here you go." Okay? God bless y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and please pray for my church, y'all. Please pray for my church. Please pray for my church. Please pray for my church. Go on my page, go on my story, and you're going to see.
Right, friend. I'm like, he done closed like he on Sunday morning.
I got the whole recording, and I'll put it up if I need to. But you'll be able to see that Mr. Reid called the authorities on Mr. Whitehead.
𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, that's what I said. He definitely has.
And yes, they do work like that, because you call for a claim, they got to call. Period. God bless you. I love you with the love of Jesus. And I have their names too. Just let y'all know. And I have their names. Okay? Somebody said Larry Reid for life. So let me just unblock you because you dizzy. You'll be all right.
Block everybody because they all going in on you.
Amen. Love y'all with the love of Jesus. Y'all stay focused, stay firm. Hey, listen, keep your head up, y'all. Pray for my ministry. What happened to my ministry was just not right, y'all. And I'm asking y'all to pray because everybody's trying to change the narrative. But we have to protect the houses of worship. That's all I'm asking. Let's come together, y'all. Let's not beat each other up. Let's come together. Let's come together. All right, I got you. I'm gonna call you. Let's come together. I love you guys with the love of Jesus Christ. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. God is in the mix. And I love the Lord. Thank y'all. Deuces.
Well, you just heard that. When I saw that, I'm like, wow, is this Negro serious? Just absolute bullshit. Pardon my French. Now, you saw that clip right there. Now, the interview he did with Fat Joe was an Instagram live stream. So, it was on Instagram. I forgot how long the interview was for, but yeah, it wasn't on YouTube. It was on Instagram. Before I continue, my apologies. He just didn't go off on Larry. He went off on Genesis Warren, calling her Biggie and fat, and I think he called her ugly. I don't know, but he basically was, accentuating her size and how, of course, big she was. She pretty much went off on the both of them. I mean, and it was completely unnecessary. He could simply have stuck his nose out of it. It was not that serious, as they say. And at one point, Larry and everyone else stresses, no one died. There was no loss of life. No, they just wanted him. But moving on, what makes that clip you guys just unfortunately viewed was that after he went on and saying that he wants Larry to leave him alone, stop harassing him and his family, and that how he doesn't want to know him, he never wanted to know him, or something along those lines. You can definitely tell he was pressed. He definitely was pressed, and there's some history with that. Again, I'll post that in the description, but there's some history with that. But the one thing that really, really got me when I watched it that night was how he was making himself to be out the bee's knees or something. As if people want to be in his circles, want to get to know him, want to be around him. Sir, no one wants to be around you. You're a wannabe, as they say. For all you 80s heads, not so much 80s, 90s heads, he's a wannabe. He wants to be somebody, and he wants to be somebody really, really badly. Now, when you thought all was said and done, it ain't over. Because as for me recording this, I found out, sometime, I think how many days ago, he got on 𝐷𝐿 saying that he wanted 𝐷𝐿, he was challenging 𝐷𝐿 to a boxing match. I think he was wanting to bet $1 million, but 𝐷𝐿 being the smart man he is paying this Negro dust. Okay? Which everyone should be doing. Pay the so-called bishop, this fake man of God, this man who probably doesn't even believe in God, or selfishly for himself, but nothing godly. There's nothing godly about him. Everyone should pay him dust. And if I could find it, I will link the video to him challenging 𝐷𝐿 and any other clips that you might find entertaining. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am most definitely checking out on this subject matter right here, because I don't want to talk about this man no more. Okay? He's a freaking loser. Capital L. Please kindly express your thoughts, your comments down below, but please keep it respectful. Please, please, please. We have to keep all of this respectful. And with that being said, I want us all to stay positive, be healthy, stay healthy, excuse me. But most importantly, we have to be safe out here. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.